So I'm excited. I'm excited to speak with you all about our upcoming events here in the month of May. We are looking forward to getting business owners ready for government contracts. So I'm just excited. Hurricane season is upon us. And if anybody knows about hurricane season, we know that the federal government buys a lot of products during that season. So we want to make sure that business owners are ready, that you all are equipped and you have your business in order to procure those contract deals. Um, Also, there are subcontracting opportunities to work with the federal government as well as primary opportunities. So, we want to help you all get your business in order. I've created a series of trainings. We have a boot camp, we have a workshop, and we have an accelerator. And today, thank y'all for joining. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let me know who is on the line with me. Again, I am live here on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Clubhouse. So thank y'all again so much for joining. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the 21 Ways in 21 Days workshop that we have coming up. It is scheduled. Hello from Portland. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. The 21 Ways in 21 Days is scheduled for May 20th. We have a 2-day event where we are going to develop your action plan for procuring government contracts. And we are going to have our second session where we are going to help you walk through all of the steps that is on your action plan and get those things checked off. We're going to take you to the location of where you would perform those actions and just really help you get through that process of getting your business in order for government contracts. We know that federal government contracting, it is a complex industry and market to work in, right? And of course, you all are already working in your business and on your business, providing services to your current clients, your current customers, right? So we want to eliminate the guesswork. We want to help you position your company to procure government contracts. So we have taken those 21 things, those top things that you need to do to position your company to be federal government contract ready, and help you get on the road to success with government contracting. Our goal is to ensure that 1,000 small business owners win government contracts here in 2021, and we are going to crush that goal. So we want to invite you all to join us for our 21 Ways in 21 Days workshop, which will be held on May 20th. If you are ready and you're interested in procuring government contracts, you can visit wewantcontracts.com. That's wewantcontracts.com, where you can register and secure your spot for the 21 Ways in 21 Days to get your business in order. So a little bit more about this event. The people that we want to help are small business owners that work across multiple industries, from catering to real estate, from attorneys to trainers, even chaplains, janitorial service providers, different suppliers, all CEOs. We want to help business owners across multiple industries position themselves to procure government contracts in 2021. So we invite entrepreneurs and CEOs to register for this event. Again, for those that are service-based or product-based, there are opportunities to become a supplier to the federal government. And we believe that if you are the plug, if you have the supplier's information or the manufacturer, you can get on the list and have the federal government purchase products and services from you directly. Hello, Rob. Hello, Kyle. Good to see you all here on Clubhouse. Hey, Tamika and Monica over there on Facebook. And hello to Joe and Kosha and Roderick. Good to see you all. Good to see you all connecting here on social media. I am live on 3 different platforms. So just wanted to greet you all and thank you all for hanging out. Again, I am Erin Porsche, founder and CEO of Global Works Consulting Group. And I wanted to share this opportunity to position your company to do business with the federal government. We have a workshop that's coming up. And during this workshop, you will get full access to charting out your action plan for federal government contracting. And then once you have your action plan, it's going to be like your checklist. We're actually going to go through all 21 ways to make sure that you understand where to go and how to take action on everything that's on your action plan. So if you need to get a DUNS number, we're going to take you to the DUNS website and show you how to fill out that application. If you need to register your company with SAM, we're going to do a live demonstration and show you how to fill out that SAM application, how to answer those questions for your different business, how to look up your NAICS codes, and all of that good stuff. We want to eliminate the guesswork so that you can continue to manage your current business while at the same time positioning yourself to procure federal government contracts. We understand that business owners you're currently busy. You're busy running your company. You're busy servicing the clients that you currently have on your books. So federal government contracting is an addition to what you're already doing. So because we are on a quest to help 1,000 small business owners in 2021, we want to eliminate the guesswork and equip you with the how to, the where to go, and the full insight on getting your business ready for government contracts. So we don't want you to miss the chance to get your business in order for federal government contracting. We do business analysis, we create strategy, and we want to make sure that you are set up on a solid foundation. During this workshop, we are going to make sure that you get all of your questions answered. You get the infrastructure for your business set up. We're going to develop a strategic business approach to government contracting, identify those federal government agencies that are buying the services that you sell. And from there, position you to go out as a subcontractor or position yourself to become a primary contractor. Hello, Lauren. Thanks so much for joining. So we want to make sure that you get the information that you need so that you are successful when you do launch into the federal government contracting space. We want to help reduce the stress, help reduce any overwhelm or lack of clarity and direction when it comes to exploring the opportunities that are available in your company to do business with the federal government. That's why we created this workshop where we're going to do the action plan and help you to execute so that you can take immediate action. I keep saying that we're going to eliminate the guesswork because I've been doing this work for quite some time. And I have had people come to me and they get really excited when they see those windows of opportunity to do business with the federal government. And they begin to take action. Some do really well. And then those that are managing and running their business, they're solopreneurs, they run across blockers. They actually stop, right? And it's because of the time investment that's required to position yourself for federal government contracting. So we want to eliminate the guesswork, help you devise that action plan, get your checklist, and show you what to do, where to do it, and how to do it in that execution session. So again, we have the workshop that's coming up on May 20th and May 22nd. It's a 2-part workshop. where we will devise your action plan, get that list of things that you need to do to get your business in order. And then on that Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we are literally going to take you on a virtual tour for all of those systems that you need to have your company registered in to do government contracting. We're going to take you to those websites, show you how to fill out those applications and get your company registered. We're also going to take you on a virtual tour to do your market research to understand what federal government agencies are buying the services that you sell, who could potentially be your customer. Also, get an understanding of what companies are currently doing business with the federal government that complement the services that you desire to sell. We believe that it's very key to understand what companies are already out there doing what it is that you desire to do. There lies opportunity for subcontracts. Subcontracts is a sure way to get into federal government contracting. Reason being because it gives you an opportunity to get some experience in government contracting, get some exposure, build relationships and partnerships, all while generating revenue, right? So, what better way to get started with federal government contracting? With all things being said, we invite you all to go out and visit wewantcontracts.com. That's wewantcontracts.com, where you can secure your spot for our workshop, where you will learn 21 ways in 21 days to get your business in order to procure federal government contracts. We want to make sure that you all have the best year ever as you prepare to launch into federal government contracting. I once worked for the federal government for over 15 years, been in this space, started as a core employee, became a reservist, also a PFT. I was a contracting officer for the federal government. I worked across more than 75 federal government agencies, coordinating resources and information, and also contracts, managing contracts, facilitating and administrating contracts. So I have experience being on the inside, and I retired myself and went back as a contractor. So also being a contractor to the federal government, I'm very versed on the lay of the land of government contracting. So my goal is to help 1,000 small business owners procure federal government contracts in 2021 on through 2022. What I'm pretty excited about is I keep my ear to the ground and also keep in touch with those that I've worked with in the past across multiple agencies. And we see that our president is really looking to revitalize our communities by way of funneling dollars through small business owners. So again, your readiness is key. Your level of readiness to procure these contracts is very, very important. And we want to make sure that when you all launch into this space, you have your back office in order, you have the infrastructure, and you've assessed your capacity, right? And from there, you can show up to procure the contract and deliver in excellence on the contract. It's one thing to access and win the contract, but to maintain your contract and be successful and sustain that contract and be able to duplicate the process by procuring more contracts, that's a totally different story. So we offer a suite of services to help small business owners, no matter where you are in your journey. If you are just getting started with government contracting, or if you have done subcontracting, state, local government contracting, we can help take you to that next level to procure your primary contract. We provide full suite of services there. So feel free to reach out to us. Me and my team are on the stage, Jasmine, Chris, and Monica. They work very closely with me in this federal government contracting space, and we are happy to answer any questions that you all have. And I see that Bob, Rob, Kyle, and Lauren, you all have been hanging out with us for quite some time. So I'm going to pause and take a moment and ask if you all have any questions. Hey, Pedro, good to see you. I appreciate you always coming in and supporting. So I'll pause there and ask if you all have any questions. Again, that website to learn more information about the workshop is wewantcontracts.com. Um, and for anybody that registers for the workshop, you actually get a bonus access to attend our boot camp. Our boot camp is where our customers start their journey with federal government contracting to learn about what it is to be a federal government contractor. What do I need to have to be in place to be a government contractor? And what are those federal government agencies looking for? We answer all of those questions. We provide you with information and insight on local resources that are available to you free of charge. And really help you get the information so that you can make a decision on if you are ready for federal government contracting and really grow from there, right? So, for anyone that registers for our workshop, you get free access to the boot camp, which will actually be hosted on May 19th. So, if you are available to join us live, wonderful. If not, there will be a replay. The 21 Ways in 21 Days workshop will actually come with a workbook so that not only do you have a checklist, not only do you get a recording of those activities that you need to take action on, but you'll also have a workbook that will guide you for every step that you need to take to get your business in order to procure government contracts. So, just really excited to get the word out. I'm really excited to equip small business owners to do business with the federal government. Um, like I said, I am on a quest to help 1,000 small business owners launch into this space. We not only create federal government contractors, but we help them build their company on a solid foundation so that you can maintain and sustain your contract with the federal government. Because I am an ex-govie, one thing I know is the federal government does not play. It is a great opportunity. These opportunities can be very lucrative, but it is very important that you are equipped and able to not only win the contract, but to deliver on the contract based on those agreements and the requirements that were outlined in that contract that you sign and commit to. So, when you get into that space, we want to make sure that you are in compliance with the contract and that you can maintain that contract. When you lose a contract, it's risky business, and in most cases, it's hard to come back from that. So, with that being said, we want to make sure that we help you assess your level of readiness to become a government contractor and help you navigate that space to ensure that you are successful. Lauren, thank you for raising your hand. You are welcome to come to the stage. We're going to invite you now. Again, I'll ask Chris or anyone on the team if you want to take a moment and reset the room. I'm going to grab a swig of water real quick. Hey, Chris, are you available to reset the room? Hey, Lauren, thank you. Welcome to the stage.
Hello, thank you.
Sure thing. Okay. All right. Maybe Chris is tied up. But yeah, thanks so much for joining in with us today. And welcome to the stage. What questions do you have?
Well, I actually I'm in here multitasking as I'm always doing, always doing it at home working, and I just kind of stumbled across and chimed in. Well, one of the things that I do that I'm wanting to really take myself to the next level in is I'm a certified life and career coach. And so I want to really launch my coaching business, and I've been doing it now for going on 2 years. And majority of my background is in management leadership. I've got a finance background and that kind of thing, but I'm wanting to look into getting into coaching with the federal government. or see if there's a space for that. And so anyhow, when I tapped into to listen and I looked at your bio, Aaron, for a little second, I started smiling. I saw that you're from Baton Rouge, and I'm originally from Opelousas, Louisiana. So I'm a Southern girl with you. And so anyhow, I wanted to just kind of bring my question up and just see if there's a spot for us coaches in the federal government.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming to the stage. And oh my gosh, another Southern lady. Totally awesome. So nice to meet you, Miss Lauren. Opelousas, one red light, right? It's a little town here.
Exactly. Yes. And
Awesome.
my grandparents and my dad was born in St. Francisville.
Oh, very cool. Even smaller. I know where both little cities are located. Awesome. Really happy to connect with you. So it sounds like you have a pretty diverse background of experience that you bring to the table. And I can share with you from firsthand experience that the coaching and consulting and leadership development services and experience that you bring to the table is something that the federal government does buy, purchase from individuals. I have also served as a consultant and leadership trainer and change manager in this space. And when you think about the different departments and divisions within the federal government, it's hundreds of departments and divisions, and they all require some sort of coaching for those senior level executives within the federal government. They actually have mentors and trainers, and can certainly use the type of service that you offer. So I would certainly say that if you are ready to go to the next level, federal government contracting would be an opportunity, multiple opportunities available for you, especially because you bring so many different things to the table with your finance experience and writing experience as well. So I would certainly, look into it. And I'm looking at your profile now that you are also a licensed mortgage loan officer across multiple states. So yeah, I think that you could really just pick where you want to get started with the federal government and really grow from there. And we teach small business owners how to not only get into federal government contracting, but how to grow and scale your company, how to staff up, and how to establish those strategic partnerships and formulate those teaming arrangements as well. So, starting off as an individual in federal government contracting, is certainly okay to get started, but certainly, because those contracts can be pretty lucrative and have requirements for multiple staff, we walk you through that experience as well. So we would love to have you, join us in the workshop or the boot camp, wherever you feel, most comfortable with getting started. And one of my team members will certainly reach out to you to get more information to see how we can support you.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, thank you. I was writing down some things, jotting it down as you were speaking, and so I followed you, and I'll definitely make sure to connect with you. So thank you for answering my question.
Yes, ma'am. You are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Miss Lauren, and we look forward to helping you get to the next level in government contracting. Awesome. All right. So we have Rob and Kyle and Pedro. If you guys would like to contribute to the conversation, ask questions. Rob, I see that you are in the space of helping small business owners win government contracts. So if you would like to come to the stage, contribute to the conversation, you are welcome to do so. Thanks again for joining and tuning in. Kyle, welcome as well. And yeah, let's just continue the flow to share the opportunities that we have coming up to get into federal government contracting. So, as I shared earlier, we provide a suite of services and solutions to small business owners. So everything from bid support to certification support, as well as implementing building out federal government departments and divisions within your company. Again, as I said, I've been in this space for over 15 years on both sides of the spectrum. So gratefully, I've been able to work with business owners to help them literally build out divisions for federal government contracting within their company while running and operating their current footprint of services and solutions to corporate America and things of that nature. So if any of this, intrigues you in any way, feel free to, send us a message. My DMs are wide open. And, certainly anyone on the stage can answer questions that you all may have. But again, we invite you all to join us for 21 ways and 21 days to get your business in order workshop, where we are going to help you navigate getting into the federal government contracting space. We're going to help you develop your action plan and roadmap, map out your path to government contracting, and then help you take immediate action to get your business in order, get your infrastructure set up, develop those areas and aspects of your business that you need to have set up and in place, and help you to execute. This workshop is created to help reduce the stress and the overwhelm, and also the lack of clarity and direction that comes with getting into this federal government contracting space. So we want to make sure that you are equipped with the information and the resources so that you can continue to maintain your footprint in your business while venturing out into a new space with federal government contracting. So pretty excited about this workshop. And for any business owner that is in the room, we invite you to join and register, but also to share the opportunity with other business owners. Our goal is to reach 1,000 small business owners here in 2021. And we're going to crush that goal. I know that we're going to exceed that goal. But of course, together we can all achieve more, right? So please share this information with anybody that you believe could benefit from a federal government contract. We know that federal government is the largest buyer and contracts are pretty lucrative, right? So we are in the business of helping business owners get into this space with ease. We know that, it is a long game with federal government contracting. But because we have the experience, because we have worked both sides of the spectrum, we can help certainly help you navigate this space by answering questions and helping you get there better and faster. So you can visit wewantcontracts.com to get signed up and registered for the workshop. And if you, find that the workshop may be a bit advanced, we do have a boot camp, which is included with the workshop. So, feel free to reach out to us. Hey, Miss Angela, thanks so much for joining us. And we want to make sure that you all are equipped with everything that you need so that you can be successful in federal government contracting space. So when you register for this workshop, you will receive a workbook that will be your guide for taking action. You will also, as I said, get access to the boot camp, We're going to develop your checklist to get your business in order, identify where to go to take immediate action. We're going to help you set your business goals and objectives for federal government contracting. Of course, we're going to help you, with the accountability. We have a community of small business owners that are on the same quest to procuring government contracts. So we want to, ensure that we connect you with other business owners that are on the same quest so that you can share experiences, right? Um, and also help you make those decisions so that you can procure those contracts, so that you can also assess where to get started and close those deals. So again, the website is wewantcontracts.com. That's wewantcontracts.com. And the investment for this workshop is $250. That's $250 for the workshop. Where you will get everything that I just mentioned, as well as you will have access to an exclusive community where we will support you throughout your journey as you prepare to take action, right? We believe that this is a long game, it is work. And in order to be successful, we want to make sure that you have your questions answered along the way as you take action. So we created an ecosystem and a space where you can get those questions answered. And we're excited to support you all. So we want you to get registered. What we know is that hurricane season is upon us, as well as the federal government's highest buying season, which is Q4. July through September, federal government purchases the most contracts during Q4. So you can be in that number if you do the work now and get your business positioned and ready for those government contracts. So we create winners, and truly, we don't win until our customers and clients win. I'm just thoroughly excited to announce that one of my clients with Solid Rock Consulting won a contract with Google. Now, of course, it's not a federal government contract, but she's in tech and she's saving Google $1 billion a year. She's saving Google $1 billion a year. Okay. And she just won this contract almost 2 weeks ago. We've been working together since February. So I'm just really, really excited about what's to come. And I'm still working with my client, even though she's procured the contract with Google. She's still going forward, to procure contracts in the federal government. But Google was on that strategy. It was on that list of one of those clients that she wanted to have. And listen, we made it happen, right? So just really excited about, the successes that we are able to help our clients create with their business. And we want you to be in that number. So feel free to reach out to us to ask questions. And let us know how we can help and support. We've worked with multiple small business owners throughout the year, and we believe that there's a million ways to get it. There's the federal government issues billions of dollars in contracts, and why not you get a piece of the pie? So certainly reach out to us if you all have questions. If this is a no-brainer for you, take immediate action and go and register and secure your spot by visiting wewantcontracts.com and get registered. I'd love to see you there. Again, I am Erin Porche, and I'm going to open it up for questions. Good to see you again, Ms. Nikki, and hello, Angela. Feel free to raise your hand and ask questions. If there are no questions, we're going to prepare to close out. It has been a joy to work with small business owners to share these programs that we have been able to create based on our needs assessment, based on what small business owners have shared with us as far as their pain points. We're going to eliminate the guesswork and make sure that you guys have everything that you need to get into this federal government space. Come on up to the stage, Miss Lauren. Anybody else, feel free to raise your hand so that you can get in line and get your questions answered. Miss Lauren, I am inviting you to the stage. Gal, you've been hanging out with us since we got started. So, feel free to come to the stage if you have questions. All right. Come on to the stage. Let's see.
Hi, Erin. How are you?
Hey, Pedro, what's going on? I'm doing well. How about you?
All good, all good. I wanted to share that I'm about to submit my first invitation for bid in the state of Florida for the Department of Transportation janitorial services on a building, 20,000 square feet building, and I was able to partner up with a company who's going to perform the contract, and I will administer it and perform, I'll be the vendor. And I don't know. Do you have any experience doing federal or governments with the state instead of federally?
Hey, Pedro, congratulations. Congratulations on making that move. I know that you have been ramping up and soaking, lots of information over the last couple months, and I'm excited. You are launching out into the deep. So congratulations to you on that. Yes, I actually have worked on the state and the local level. I've administered contracts and also worked contracts for the state government as well as the city government, which in some states is county government. Yeah, certainly.
Okay, cool. So what I understand, this is an invitation for bidding. They already know what they need to do. They already know what is it that they're asking for. But the invitation for bidding is pretty open. To start it, they just want us to visit the building, have pass certain requirements, and then submit pricing just for like a generalized quote on square feet, and hopefully. After that, I understand that after I submit the invitation for bid is when they throw out the proposal for the open market, right? And then that's when I'll be able to submit my formal request for quote, right? Or will they make a decision based on the invitation for bid?
So those invitations for bid is basically the government doing a survey. They're basically doing a survey to see what people would potentially offer or want to receive for administering this type of service. So it's literally a survey for the government. But I always encourage small business owners to provide a response because it does get you in front of the contracting specialists and those decision makers, and they get familiar with your company. They also get familiar with your capabilities, right? So that when it does go out for actual bid, and you put your information out there again, they're seeing a familiar name, a familiar company name, and also familiar, response. So good for you for putting yourself out there and making yourself available, to invest the time, to provide that type of response, because that, it is an investment, right?
Yeah. So definitely, I was really lucky because I've been dealing with a company called Pritchard. To tell you one contract they have, they run NBA. They run the NBA for cleaning. And I know the vice president of operations for for the entertainment side of things. He's the brother of my security advisor. So that's why I started looking into janitorial stuff. I found this opportunity in Tampa, and I called a few companies, and I ended up talking with the president of AK Builders. They have, I don't know, like 700 employees in the whole state, very large company, and they know exactly what they do. And on the first phone call, I was able to talk to the president of the company, and I pretty much told him, like, dude, I haven't cleaned anything else but my house in my life. So, I'm looking to work with someone like you or someone big that can perform this. So the man explains that they already do government work, but since they are not a minority or they're not a small business, that this specific contract, they cannot attack it. So I said, okay, perfect. So use my, be my client. So what I proposed to him was that I'll be his client, and the building that he has to clean is this Florida Transportation building, and then I'll just pay him as a supplier to my company, right? So I think that, we did a visitation in the building in Tampa. We met the purchasing agent. The guy, I already talked to him on the phone. He's Dominican. I'm Venezuelan. So we have a good rapport there. And the pricing that they're quoting me, including my 10% that I hope to make on the contract, is below the 2019 budget that they charged, and the 2018 budget is below those numbers. So I think I have a good opportunity here. I have good pricing, good service. We fit all the requirements, and I don't know. It happened really quickly. It just happened last week. It was very quickly, and then next week I have to present the invitation for bid. So I don't know. I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, good deal. And way to go on, putting yourself out there and marketing to those that are already in this space to create opportunities. As subcontractors, we go out and we introduce ourselves and create those windows of opportunities for partnership in hopes to get a contract as a subcontractor with those business owners that are already doing business with the government. So awesome for making that move, Pedro. Thanks so much for coming to the stage and sharing your experience with us. I always love to hear just your progress as you evolve into this government contracting space. Thank you again. So Nikki, good to see you. Thanks for coming to the stage.
Happy Thursday to everyone. So my question is with a little bit of background. My background includes communications. This is public relations, pitching the press, landing stories nationally, media training, working in government, managing communications for large multi-billion-dollar programs. And now I provide copywriting services, so sales emails, sales pages, to help my clients build connections with their audience and make sales, right? So when I think about working or getting a contract in government, that would include my communication strategy and writing skills. I'm not really sure how that fits. Having worked in state government, I remember we had a whole team and we needed a script written for a video. We did these things internally. So I'm hoping to hear from you or anybody else who has experience or knowledge about someone like me and my services and how they would work in federal government contracts.
Yes, Ms. Nikki, awesome. Yeah, thanks so much for coming to the stage and sharing your experience. Certainly, when you think about the news that hits CNN, just all news medias, the federal government's goal, I used to work with Homeland Security, and our goal was always to get the intel and beat the news, to put it out before the media, right? That meant having our ear to the ground, or having people, with boots on the ground that could funnel the information back to our headquarters office or our situation sales, so that we can create those press releases and get that information out. When you think about disasters that occur around the nation, multiple different government agencies respond to that. And all of those agencies are putting out communications, they're putting out media as it relates to their respective missions. And when you think about the president and those leader of those senior level officials, they all have different forms of press and media. So everything from taking photos to writing articles to writing their talking points when they do their press release and things of that nature, even managing their social media pages. All federal government agencies can use that. Everything that you see on public facing, somebody is performing that job, be it an employee or a hired marketing agency to produce that content. So opportunities are limitless, right? It's really a matter of them understanding what it is that you offer, understanding your differentiators and how you set yourself apart, and positioning your company to get those contracts. Pretty much like what Pedro said, we market to the government agencies to share our expertise and our core competencies. And really go from there. So I believe, just as I said to Ms. Lauren and to Pedro, opportunities are limitless in so many fields, and because of the diversity of what you bring to the table, you actually bring assets for multiple hats to the table, right? Meaning that you can not only perform the work, but you could potentially, because you have the expertise, you could potentially facilitate and lead others to do the work. That's my response in a nutshell, that opportunities are limitless in the media space, communication space, and federal government contracting. All agencies need what it is that you offer.
Thank you. And do you not find that I know you said it would be employees or contractors, but I'm thinking, for example, I work here in New York State in government. And so I work for the controller. We had a communications team. So if there was any remarks or speeches or video scripts or press releases or pitching that needed to happen, that happened through our team. So we didn't go outside for that. And I guess that's the space that I'm struggling in to understand how a government agency would not have a communications team who could manage whatever it is, whether it's PR or storytelling, that content and so forth. Have you seen this happening?
Oh, yes, most certainly. I even have a client that is a marketing consulting firm that has a contract with the federal government. So what we are aware of is that, with COVID, that brought a lot of change and transformation in how we communicate and how we get information out. And what that created was, windows of opportunity for small business owners that had higher capacity and capability to churn and turn information. With that, there are many agencies that hire small business owners to administer their media. They may look like they are embedded or employees of the government because you do get the same credentials and access to the building and things of that nature. But yes, a lot of these services are contracted out, and it really just boils down to doing the research, identifying what opportunities are available out there on the street and competing for them. And that's available across the nation.
Okay, thank you, Erin.
You're very welcome. Hey, Miss Lauren, welcome back to the stage.
Hi. I'm one of those people. You can appreciate this, Erin. One of those people that knows somebody that knows somebody. One of those Southern people like that. And so my best friend Angela, who you see down there in the room, I pinged her in because Angela and I became friends over banking. I hired her
for Regions Bank, I don't know how many years ago now, probably about 7 or 8 years. And so she has fully hopped off into her purpose, and she has a financial consulting business. She also she does helps clients with credit restoration, but she really helps to educate them on how to manage finances, as well as she works with small business owners, helping them get started up with LLCs, business credit, things of that nature. And so I pinged her in the room because I thought that this would be a really great opportunity if the federal government has space for people like she and I, but mainly with her, that need that financial coaching or financial conversation to help take them to the next level. So I didn't know if the federal government offers contracts around stuff like that. And so I told her, I texted her, I was like, I'm about to throw you out here in a second and ask, because I think that it would be beneficial to her business and her brand.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much for pinging a friend into the room. I love it. I love it. I love it. And Angela, welcome. Welcome to Blazers and Heels, where we help small business owners procure government contracts. I love the business that you're in, and that is business development, right? Helping small business owners to establish themselves. And when you think about SBA, Small Business Administration, they literally pay companies to help small businesses. As I listened to Lauren, SBA was, the number one, the number one agency that came to my mind that could be a potential client for you. So, Lauren, to answer your question, yes, the federal government does buy this type of service, the type of training that that you all are going through. SBA purchases this type of training. I am in talks with them as well. So business development for what it is that you do to support small businesses, be it being established, the financial aspect, the training, all of those trainings that you see put on by SBA, they are led and facilitated by small business owners. So you could be in that number with providing that training and those type of services and supports to small businesses by way of a contract through SBA. Does that help or answer your question, Angela?
Very much. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that information. And thank you, Lauren, for pinging me in the room.
You are so welcome. You're welcome. Thank you all so much for taking some time out tonight to join us. Hello, Mr. Reese and Mr. Kofi. We are at the point of pretty much wrapping up this room. I'm Erin Porsche, the founder and CEO of Global Works Consulting Group, and I hopped on today to share a workshop that we have coming up. We're on a quest to help 1,000 small business owners get into this federal government contracting space. So we do business development. We help you do a business analysis and identify those windows of opportunity to procure contracts with the federal government. We help you get your business in order and help you map out your action plan and then take you through the steps to execute. We've created a community that I call an ecosystem of business owners that are pretty much on the same quest. So we provide the services and we provide support. So we invite you all to reach out to us if you have ever thought about doing business with the federal government, who is the largest buyer, and we are coming up on their largest buying season, which is during hurricane season. It starts in June, as well as Q4, which is July through September. We want to help you get your business in order so that you can become a subcontractor or a primary contractor. And we will show you the ropes during our 21 ways and 21 days to get your business in order workshop. You can learn more about that workshop by visiting wewantcontracts.com. That's wewantcontracts.com. I often get the question of, well, does the government buy what I sell? And my response is always yes, 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 and yes. It may be in your state, it may be in another state, but ultimately the federal government literally buys everything. They even buy ministerial services. They purchase chaplains to come out and administer and officiate different ceremonies and things of that nature. They buy cakes, they buy wigs. When you think about the beauty industry, they purchase lotion, all of the PPE. The federal government buys everything. So if you are a business owner, we want to invite you to register for our workshop, which will happen on May 20th. And we'll have session 2 on May 22nd. So that's a Thursday and a Saturday. We're doing it in 2 parts. And we're going to make sure that you walk away with some results and have your business in a better state to do business with the federal government. You can register at wewantcontracts.com. If you all have any questions, my DMs are wide open. Anyone on the stage, Monica, Chris, Jasmine, they are a part of my team. They will be happy to help you and can answer any questions that you have. And feel free to share this information and this opportunity with other business owners. Like I said, my goal is to reach 1,000. So, I believe that you all can help me do that by sharing with other business owners this opportunity. The government purchased books for authors and speakers and landscape services, porta potties, dump trucks, hauling, construction, you name it. We cover all of this in our boot camp and in our workshop. So you'll get that information. Our goal is to eliminate the questions, right? Eliminate any of the guesswork and provide you with much clarity on what to do, where to go to get it done, so that you can be in a better position to procure contracts. So reach out to us. We hope to have you at our workshop. Again, you can visit wewantcontracts.com to get registered. And if you have questions, our DMs are open. Thank you all again so much for joining us. And until next time, we'll see you all later. Have a good one. This room is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.